Hello everyone. In this video, I would like to show you how to use the TI-84 calculator to compute the mean and the standard deviation of a probability distribution. And then I'll show you how to use this calculator to compute the probability for the binomial distribution. So let's first look at this problem. We are given the probability distribution where the random variable x represents the number of marriages an individual aged 15 years or older. So to compute the mean and the standard deviation for this probability distribution, first we need to put the data in the calculator. And to do that, you connect the key stat, and then you select edit and press enter. And then you will see there are so many columns. So we start to put our data into each column. The first column is for the random variable value. So 0 and enter 1, enter 2, enter 3, enter 4, enter, and 5, enter. And then we're gonna put the probability. So we go to the second column. To go to the second column, you click the key, this arrow key. So we start typing the probability. So 0.264, enter, 0.584, enter, and 0.121, enter, and 0.025, and 0.005 and 0.001. Okay, so once we finish, we click on stat again, and this time we select calculator. So we click on the arrow key and select calculate, and then we select the first option, one variable stats. And then, so there are two lists we need to give to the calculator. The list one is the list of our random variable. So that is L1. So right now it's already L1, so you don't have to do anything. But if it's not, you can do this by clicking second key, and then you click the corresponding name of the list. Let's say the list 1, so L1, I click 1. And then enter. In the second option, we're gonna select the list where we put the probability. So that's list 2. And then we click on enter. So this will give us the mean and the standard deviation. So the mean is 0.926, and the standard deviation is 0.7. Okay, so next, I would like to show you how to use the calculator to compute the probability for binomial distribution. Oh, by the way, this combination, you can also compute this using the calculator. So to do that, let's say we want to compute what does say for 3 equal. So in class, we said this equals the 4 factorial over 3 factorial times 4 minus 3 factorial. So that is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 over 3 times 2 times 1 and times 1 factorial, that's 1. So the answer equals 4, right? So to do this on calculator, you first click on the M, and then you click on think you click on the math, and then you select the probability, and then you select the option 3, the third option. You press enter, and then you select 3 and press enter. So that will give you the answer. Okay. So let's say now I want to find what does C310 equal. So how many different ways I can select 3 objects from 10 objects? So I will first put 10, and then I select I click 10, and under this I select option 3. Okay, I press enter, and then I click 3. So there will be 120 ways to select 3 objects from 10 objects. Okay. Okay, let's see how to compute the probability for binomial distribution. So first, we're gonna click on the key. It says distribution, which is this key. But before we can click on this key, we first need to click on the second, and then we click on this key, and then we go down to find the binomial distribution. To find the distribution for the binomial, which is this. Okay. The binomial PDF, and I select that. So the trials is the number of n is 10. I press enter, and the probability is 0.5, and the x value is 9, and then I press enter. So that will give me and press enter, that will give me this probability. It's 0.098, right? Because we are asked to round to 4 decimal places, so that's why the answer is 0.098. Yeah, let's look at some other examples. Okay, like here, according to an airline, flights on a certain route are on time 85% of the time. Suppose 25 flights are randomly selected and the number of on-time flights is recorded. So we want to answer the following question. So first, what's the probability that exactly 17 flights are on time? So I click on the second key, and I click on the distribution. So I select this probability for binomial probability, and now since there are 25 flights are selected, so n equals 25, and the probability of being on time is 0.85. It's 0.85, and now we are looking for the probability that x equals 17. So x is 17. So that probability is 0.0175. Okay, now the next probability is to find the probability that fewer than 17 flights are on time. So this time we go to the binomial CDF, because this is the cumulative probability, because fewer than 17, that includes the probability that x equals 0, x equals 1, x equals 2, all the way to 16, because 17 is not included. So we press enter. So now n is 25. and the probability is 0.85. Now x is not 17. X is 16 because 17 is not included. Because right now the probability we're looking for is the probability that the probability that x is less than 17 is the same as the probability that x is less than or equal to 16. So we got this answer, right? So 0.0797 and rounded to 4 decimal places is 0.080. Okay. Now, for D, the probability that at least 17 flights are on time. So this time we're looking for the probability that x is greater than or equal to 17. Now 17 is included. However, in the TI-84 calculator, we don't have a function for computing this probability. So here we're going to use the complement rule because this probability equals 1 minus the probability that x is less than or equal to 16. And we just find out what that probability is. So I just use 1 minus this probability, so I can find that answer is 0.0249. Oh, sorry, I use 1 to minus this number, so I can find that probability is 0.9920, right? Because if you add this 2, you get 1. Okay. Now, the last one is to compute the probability that x is between 15 and 17, where 15 and 17, they are included. Well, we also do not have the function like this in the calculator. So to compute this probability, we can first compute the probability that x is less than equal to 17. So this includes the probability that x equals 0, equals 1, equals 2, all the way to 17, right? And then we minus the probability that x is less than equal to 14. Because the probability we're looking at is the probability that x equals 15 plus x equals 16 plus x equals 17. So that's why we subtract the probability that x equals less than equal to 14. Right. So we can find the probability because the sum of these three probability is what we are looking for. Okay, so to do this, I will first compute this probability. So I go to the binomial CDF. Remember, PDF only is for finding the probability that x equals something. Okay. So 25 and p is 0.85. Now the x is 17. Okay, then I minus the probability that x less than equal to or equal to 14. 1, 4. Okay. Yeah, and enter. So that will give me the answer, right? 0.0249. Okay. So this is how to use the calculator TI-84 to compute the probability for binomial distribution.